Chosen one, stop for a moment and listen carefully, because something significant has just happened around you, and you may only now be starting to sense it. There were people who believed that what they were doing would remain hidden forever. They thought their actions, their words spoken behind closed doors, and the intentions they carried would never reach your ears. They assumed that you would continue trusting them, never realizing what was truly happening behind the scenes. But they forgot one powerful truth. Nothing stays hidden when God decides it is time for the truth to come into the light. Today, something has shifted. Something that was carefully concealed has begun to reveal itself. And this moment may explain why certain situations around you have recently started to feel different. You may have noticed subtle changes in people's behavior lately. Perhaps someone has been acting strangely around you, speaking differently, avoiding certain conversations, or reacting in ways that seem unusual. At first, these moments may have felt confusing. You might have wondered whether you were simply overthinking or imagining things. But my child, the feeling you sensed was not random. Your spirit was beginning to notice something that your eyes had not fully seen yet. God sometimes allows these small shifts to appear, so that your awareness can grow gradually before the full truth becomes visible. For a long time, you may have chosen to believe the best about the people around you. That is part of your nature. Your heart tends to lean toward trust, kindness, and patience. You give people the opportunity to show their true character rather than assuming the worst about them. But sometimes that kindness allows certain individuals to believe they can hide their intentions without consequence. They may smile in front of you while quietly acting in ways you would never expect. Yet what they did not realize is that God has been watching everything from the very beginning. There comes a moment when heaven decides that what has been hidden must finally be revealed. Not for revenge, not to create chaos, but to bring clarity and protection into your life. That moment may be happening right now. The truth that others believed would stay buried is beginning to surface, and the signs you have been noticing are part of that process. Before we go any further, take a moment and type Amen in the comments if you believe that when God decides to reveal the truth, nothing and no one can keep it hidden. What you are about to hear next may help you understand exactly what has been unfolding behind the scenes and why it is being exposed now, my beloved child. The reason this situation is being revealed now is because there were things happening around you that you were never meant to carry unknowingly forever. For a long time, certain people believed they could control the story that surrounded you. They thought they could present one face when standing in front of you, while showing a completely different side when you were not there. They assumed that the conversations they had behind your back, the opinions they quietly shared with others, or the decisions they made without your knowledge would never reach the light. In their minds, everything was safely hidden. But what they forgot is that nothing escapes the sight of God. Even when human eyes cannot see the full picture, heaven always sees every detail. You may now be realizing that there were moments in the past when something felt slightly off, even though you could not fully explain why. Perhaps there were situations where people behaved kindly in front of you, but something about their tone or their energy made your spirit feel uneasy. Maybe there were times when you shared good news, only to notice that someone's reaction felt strangely distant or forced. At the time, you might have brushed those moments aside because you did not want to assume anything negative. Your heart chose trust instead of suspicion. And that is not weakness. It is simply the reflection of a person who believes in kindness and sincerity. However, there were individuals who misunderstood that kindness. Instead of respecting your trust, they believed it gave them the freedom to act in ways you would never discover. They may have spoken about you in ways that did not reflect the truth of who you are. They may have tried to shape the way others see you through quiet comments, subtle criticism, or conversations that were never meant to reach you. In some cases, they may have even believed they were protecting their own interests by keeping certain things hidden. But regardless of their reasons, the truth cannot remain buried forever when God decides. It is time for it to surface that God has been watching every moment of this situation unfold. He saw the words that were spoken when you were not present. He saw the intentions that lived quietly in people's hearts. He saw the moments when someone chose deception instead of honesty. And most importantly, He saw your heart as well. He saw that you approached others with sincerity, believing that the relationships around you were built on trust. When God sees someone walking in truth while others attempt to manipulate the situation, there often comes a moment when He allows the hidden layers to be revealed. That moment may be beginning right now in your life. The strange shifts you have been noticing are not random. People who believed they had everything under control are beginning to feel that something is changing. Their behavior may start to reveal pieces of the truth without them even realizing it. Sometimes people expose themselves through nervous reactions, sudden defensiveness, or by accidentally saying things they never intended to say. Other times, information surfaces through someone who was never meant to share it, but suddenly does. These moments are often the way hidden situations begin to unravel. You may feel a mixture of emotions as this awareness grows. Part of you may feel surprised, while another part of you may feel that deep inside, you already sensed something was not quite right. That quiet awareness within you has been there for a reason. God often places small signals in our spirit long before the full truth becomes visible. At first, those signals are easy to ignore because we want to believe the best about others. But once the truth begins to surface, those earlier feelings start to make sense in a new way. My child, this exposure is not happening to harm you. It is happening to free you from confusion and to give you clarity about who and what truly belongs in your life moving forward. When hidden things are brought into the light, it allows you to see people and situations as they truly are, rather than how they appeared on the surface. That clarity is a powerful gift, even if it feels uncomfortable at first. If you believe that God sees everything that happens behind the scenes and reveals the truth, when the time is right, take a moment and type 111 in the comments. Let it be a sign that you trust the process of truth being uncovered, and that you are ready to understand the deeper reason why God allowed this situation to be exposed now. My beloved child, there comes a moment in every hidden situation when God decides that the truth can no longer remain buried. People may believe they are clever enough to keep their actions concealed, and for a while, it may even appear that their secrets are safe. They speak carefully, act cautiously, and assume that the story they have created will continue without interruption. But what many people forget is that human plans are limited. When God decides it is time for something to be revealed, even the most carefully guarded secrets begin to unravel in ways no one expected. You may already be noticing the beginning of this process. Situations that once felt confusing are starting to make more sense. Words that were spoken in the past may now carry a different meaning. Small details you once overlooked are slowly forming a clearer picture in your mind. It is almost as if pieces of a puzzle are being placed together one by one. This is often how truth begins to surface when God exposes something. It does not always arrive as one dramatic moment. Instead, it unfolds through a series of realizations that slowly remove the illusion that once surrounded the situation. Sometimes the exposure happens through unexpected conversations. A person might say something without realizing how much it reveals. A comment that was meant to remain casual may suddenly expose intentions that were previously hidden. Other times, someone who once stayed silent may decide to speak, sharing information that changes your understanding of everything that has been happening. These moments may feel surprising, but they are rarely accidental. They often occur because the time has come for the truth to reach you. You may also notice changes in the behavior of the people involved. When individuals believe their actions are hidden, they often appear calm and confident. But when they begin sensing that the truth might surface, their reactions can shift. They may become nervous, defensive, or unusually cautious around you. Sometimes they try to control the conversation or avoid certain topics altogether. These reactions are not random. They often reveal that something deeper is taking place beneath the surface. My child, when God begins exposing hidden things, it is not meant to embarrass or destroy people. The purpose is to restore truth and clarity. For too long, the situation around you may have been influenced by misunderstandings, manipulation, or quiet deception. God sees how those hidden actions could affect your peace and your future if they were allowed to continue. That is why He sometimes allows the truth to come forward at exactly the right moment, when you are strong enough to see it clearly and wise enough to handle it with discernment. This moment of exposure may feel intense, especially if it involves people you once trusted deeply. You may find yourself reflecting on past interactions, realizing that certain things now make more sense than they did before. The confusion that once surrounded the situation may begin to fade as the truth becomes clearer. While this process can be emotionally challenging, it is also deeply freeing. When illusions disappear, you are no longer trapped in a story that was built on incomplete information. God understands that clarity can sometimes feel painful at first. But clarity is also the beginning of healing and wisdom. Once the truth is revealed, you gain the ability to move forward with stronger awareness and better understanding of who truly supports your journey. The exposure of hidden intentions allows you to separate genuine relationships from those that were never as sincere as they appeared. What is happening right now in your life is not random chaos. It is a moment of divine timing. The truth that others believed would remain hidden is finding its way into the light because your path requires honesty, peace, and authenticity. God is removing the shadows so that you can see the road ahead without confusion. If you trust that God reveals hidden truths at the perfect moment, take a moment and type 777 in the comments. Let it be a declaration that you believe the truth is always stronger than deception, and that you are ready to walk forward with the clarity that God is bringing into your life. My beloved child, when the truth begins to surface, the first reaction many people feel is shock or disbelief. It can be difficult to accept that something hidden has been happening, especially if it involves someone you trusted or situations you once believed were genuine. Your mind may begin replaying past moments, conversations, and memories, trying to understand how everything fits together. This reaction is natural, because when truth replaces illusion, the heart and mind need time to adjust. But what may feel uncomfortable right now is actually the beginning of something powerful: clarity. And clarity is one of the greatest gifts God can give when He is guiding you toward a new season in your life. You must understand that this exposure is not meant to harm you or leave you feeling defeated. In reality, it is a form of protection. When something hidden is allowed to remain in darkness, it has the potential to slowly influence your life in ways you may not realize. False intentions, quiet manipulation, or hidden negativity can quietly create confusion, weaken your confidence, or disturb the peace that you deserve to have. When God exposes these things, He is removing those hidden influences so that they can no longer affect your journey. What once had the power to operate quietly in the background is now being brought into the light, where it can no longer hide. At first, the realization may bring a mixture of emotions. You might feel disappointed, surprised, or even hurt by what has been revealed. These feelings are part of the process of understanding the truth. But as time passes, many people begin to recognize that this moment of exposure was actually a blessing. Without it, the situation could have continued for much longer, creating deeper misunderstandings or stronger attachments to people who were never truly aligned with your well-being. God sometimes reveals things earlier than expected, because He sees the future more clearly than we do. Once the truth is visible, you gain something extremely valuable: discernment. Discernment allows you to see people and situations more clearly than before. You begin noticing patterns, behaviors, and intentions that once escaped your attention. This awareness does not make you bitter or suspicious. Instead, it makes you wiser. It teaches you how to recognize genuine support and sincere relationships, while also protecting your energy from influences that do not belong in your life. Wisdom grows when truth replaces confusion. This moment is also an opportunity for you to reclaim your peace. When hidden situations finally come into the open, the uncertainty that once surrounded them begins to disappear. You no longer have to question your instincts or wonder why certain interactions felt uncomfortable. Everything begins to make sense in a way it never did before. That understanding allows you to move forward with confidence rather than doubt. My child, sometimes the most powerful blessings arrive disguised as uncomfortable truths. What feels like a shocking discovery today may soon become the very reason your path becomes clearer and stronger. God is not exposing this situation to break you. He is exposing it to free you. When truth enters your life, it clears away confusion and creates space for healthier relationships, stronger boundaries, and a future built on honesty rather than hidden intentions. If you believe that God sometimes reveals painful truths in order to protect you from greater harm, take a moment and type 222 in the comments. Let it be a simple declaration that you are ready to accept the clarity that has been placed before you and to move forward with the wisdom that this experience has given you. My beloved child, as everything that was hidden begins to come into the light, it is important for you to remember that this moment is not the end of your story. In many ways, it is actually the beginning of a new chapter that will bring more clarity, stronger wisdom, and a deeper sense of peace into your life. When God exposes something that was carefully hidden, it is not simply about revealing the truth of the past. It is about preparing you for the future that lies ahead. There are seasons in life when certain people, situations, or influences are allowed to remain in our world because we are still learning important lessons through them. But there also comes a moment when those lessons are complete, and what once remained hidden must be revealed so that your path can continue without confusion. You may now be reflecting on everything you have recently discovered or realized. Certain memories may return to your mind, moments that once felt strange but now make perfect sense. Conversations that once seemed harmless may now appear very different when viewed through the light of truth. This process of reflection can feel overwhelming at first, but it is also a powerful part of healing. When you begin to see the full picture clearly, your mind and spirit start to release the confusion that once surrounded the situation. The questions that once troubled you slowly begin to fade because the answers are now standing in front of you. My child, understand that the truth being revealed is not meant to leave you feeling bitter or angry. God does not expose things simply to create emotional pain. Instead, He does it to restore balance and clarity in your life. When something hidden has the potential to harm your peace, influence your decisions, or block opportunities meant for you, God sometimes steps in and allows the truth to surface at exactly the right time. What may feel like a difficult realization today can eventually become the very thing that protects your heart from deeper disappointment in the future. One of the most powerful things you can gain from this moment is wisdom. Every experience that reveals the true nature of people or situations teaches you something valuable about discernment. Discernment is not about becoming suspicious of everyone around you. It is about learning how to recognize sincerity, honesty, and genuine support while also noticing when something does not align with your well-being. As your discernment grows, you become better at protecting your energy and choosing relationships that bring peace rather than confusion into your life. This exposure is also creating space for something better to enter your life. When hidden negativity is removed, it clears the path for healthier connections and new opportunities that align with the person you are becoming. Sometimes we hold on to relationships or situations because we believe they are stable or familiar, even when something deep inside us senses that they are not truly right for us. When the truth appears, it gives you the freedom to move forward without carrying the weight of something that was never meant to stay in your life forever. You may not fully understand every reason why this situation unfolded the way it did. But trust that God sees the bigger picture. He knows the people who will genuinely support your journey and the environments where your spirit will grow stronger. By allowing the truth to surface now, He is guiding you toward a path where your peace, growth, and purpose are better protected. The chapter ahead of you is not defined by what was hidden from you in the past. It is defined by the clarity you now carry moving forward. The awareness you have gained will help you make wiser choices, build stronger boundaries, and surround yourself with people who truly value your presence in their lives. Truth may arrive quietly at first, but once it is revealed, it has the power to transform the direction of your future. If you believe that, God reveals hidden things to guide you toward a better future. Take a moment and type 1010 in the comments. Let it be a declaration that you are ready to move forward with wisdom, peace, and confidence, trusting that the truth that was revealed today is opening the door to a stronger and more peaceful chapter of your life.